Hello everyone and welcome back to the BattleCast. Another Watcher in the Realms video today. Today I thought I would share with you the 5 tips that I think will help you quite a bit in this game. Maybe 6 because I just remembered one as I was talking. So number 1, and this one is deceptively strong. Holy smokes is it strong. How do I want to show you this? Let's go into a gear raid. I'll do the big bad right now because this is what I'm crushing right now. And I'll let it run full speed, doesn't matter. This is a very hard raid, but the technique is very applicable. So if you have a ground character, any ground character, they usually have a range of 1 in front of them. You can face them sideways and they still defend the appropriate area. You're going to see me put down a Valkyrie right here. There he is. And he covers this whole lane because he attacks sideways. And this strategy applies anywhere, specifically if you're doing, campaign missions. They will always defend where their body is. So even if an enemy comes and hits them on the side, they'll still defend that lane. Another great area to show you where this is the promotion for melee. It gets really tricky, how do I defend all 4 of these lanes coming down? Again, face your guys sideways, you will cover a lot more area. So that's my tip number 1. Anytime you have a melee, consider facing them in a different direction to get more coverage, especially if you do something like I'm doing here, where the tanks are back so that the enemies pile in front of them so that your longer range melee can attack across them. Very important. So that's tip number 1, face people sideways. This also applies in arena. My tip number 2 for you, I'm going to show you, is, and this is very important, I actually didn't start doing this for quite some time, is Dwarven Association, refresh your shop daily. The optimal way to do this is basically, you see this timer right here, there's 50 seconds left till it refreshes. When it just refreshes, whenever that is, first thing in the morning, whatever, you can refresh this shop. I think it's got to be like 10 times for virtually nothing. The first couple are free, then it's like 1,000 gold for a couple, then 2,000 gold for a couple, and then it starts costing gems. Don't do it when it costs gems, but definitely do it while it costs gold. 1,000 gold is nothing in this game. It's nothing. So you definitely want to refresh this thing the full 10 times. Firstly, because you'll find huge stamina potions at minus 25, which is obviously invaluable. You'll notice that I have like, I don't know, how many do I have? 91. That came from just refreshing the shop over the course of like 2 weeks, building up into this event that we have going right now. But you will also find some crazy things in here randomly. You can find such classics as, we don't have any here, you can get summoning shards for a discount. Heaven forbid, I've only seen it once, but you're more likely to when you refresh. You can actually find, no, not this, not that. Here, you can find myth extract for gold. It's like 400,000 gold. You can get this in there. That's like crazy good. So refresh your shop every day to the point where it costs gems and then no farther. The other one I'm going to talk about is committing your resources. Now, early in the game, you're going to kind of hit these choke points where you're like, oh, I got to level up my guy or whatever I got to do. If you do this efficiently, it's going to make a lot more sense. What I mean by that is on every day you think you have 40 auto battles, maybe 60 auto battles or whatever. What I would suggest to you is in your guild shop, you will have unlocked eventually a gold bonus. Okay, that's double gold for 24 hours. And in the arena shop, you'll have double XP for 24 hours. You get this every week. Once a week, you get both of those. So pick a day, and the way I would suggest picking a day is quite simple. look at the events, look at the, whatever, and find a day where you maybe have something like a Corridor of Glory. Leveling up heroes is how you achieve this. It coincides very well with farming experience and gold because you kind of compound them. So pick a day or whatever, but spend all of your energy that day on gold. And then the next day, spend all of your energy that day on experience. It doesn't make sense to farm these two resources a little bit here, a little bit there. Get the double, spend, go max out your energy so you can use all your auto battles and just pound it out. Absolutely. So that's another tip, very important. This one's a little more niche, and it actually coincides specifically to this Corridor of Glory thing. In this game, there's a lovely feature. It's really, really nice. It's auto level up. So you go here, you max your level, you say, I want a quick start up, and then it just starts mass leveling your guys for you. Yeah, level up, level up, level up. Very nice. And all this gets you points for the Corridor of Glory. Now, here's where you need to stop. Before you advance people from 3 to 4 star, I want you to actually go find those 3 stars. You can actually see, oh no, I've used all mine. Leveling up your 3 star from level 20 to 30 is only 8,720 experience, and this gets crazy more expensive. Like once you get 5 stars, leveling up's 83,000. Like it's way more experience. But if you go through and level all of your 3 stars to max, you actually spend 8,000 per, but you get like 30 points in the event. You can do that for all of them, then level them up to 40. And I'm not sure exactly what I think the best for 4 star is. I typically do about 5 levels because you can see here it's 24,000 to take them to max level. But if you do 5, it's about 5,000. So the bulk of the level up is the last 5 levels. And you actually still get great event points for taking all your 4 stars to 35 at least before you feed them in. So that's a great tip for sure. This one is devastating. This one's devastating. I don't have access to it anymore. But in the story quests of this game, you are doing story quests forever so you can get Volca, okay? Look ahead in your story quests. I can't say this enough. Sometimes, this happens at least twice, maybe 3 times, there will be a quest that you're doing, and the next quest you can do is participate in the arena 5 times. But because you didn't quite think ahead, you already played a couple arena games that day, and now you have to wait till the next day to do that mission. That's how they design it. Another one, which is just devastating, is in the Tide, there will be quests to complete your onslaught that come in later in the day. And you usually hit this thing nice and early in the day, I do. But if you look ahead and you find out your next quest or your next 2 is click the onslaught button, if you just save it, you'll actually save yourself a full 24 hours of these choke points they make. So that's a big one. And I had another tip. I thought about it at the start of the video and then I just forgot it. So, I mean, that's how it goes. But those are my 5 tips, I think, to getting started in this game. Make a big difference. Oh yeah, another freebie is look at the tier lists that people have created. I'll probably create one myself at some point. But when you're thinking about champions to max or to feed, some are better than others. I mean, some epic champions are absolute trash, garbage. So you shouldn't use them. But some of them are sneaky. I'm going to tell you a terrible story. Terrible. Jianghua here. Oh, sorry, she's now called Imani. Patch today. I had this lady at Awakened level 3, 4, and I fed her because I got Nocturne, who's dope. I was like, I got Nocturne, I don't need her. Turns out, actually, Jianghua is like an amazing champion, even later game. She kind of falls off in the mid game because she needs a lot of gear, but like once you get her down the road, amazing. So look at your tier list before you start selling people. You'd be surprised who might be valuable. And oh yeah, and then another freebie tip I'll just give you real quick is you can sell 3-star heroes for 30 gems a pop. It's so good because you can sell 2-star heroes for money and 1-star as well, but 3-star you get gems back. And so to put that in perspective, like when you pull a hero from a shard here and they're blue and you refund 30, you basically get a third of your investment back, which is pretty generous. I mean, that's the best job they're ever going to do in this game, is giving you that money back. So yeah, those are some tips for getting started. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, you can hop on the Discord, whatever, hit me up. I can give you tips and tricks. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider supporting the channel by liking this video or subscribing to the channel, and especially hitting that bell icon. Feel free to leave comments in the comments section below. I love talking with you guys. Until next video, I'll see you then. Thanks.